Welcome back to the channel, guys. I am the Drunken Goth, and in today's video we are going to take a quick look at some of the Ferrari models that I have marketed and sold over the years, with all those pictured being ones I have specifically sold. So we start off with this one, the Ferrari 250 TR Recreation, and this one, basically underneath it all, is a 250 GTE that's had the customised bodywork and been done to be as close as it can be to a replica of a genuine 250 TR. Now, it was a little bit difficult to market it or even value it because it is essentially just a replica, but at the same time it was relatively easy to sell, as for a lot of people you're never going to be able to afford a real 250 TR, so this was the next best thing. And it is a hell of a car, absolutely gorgeous bit of kit, and I cannot fault the chap that bought it for buying it. Next up we have the Ferrari 308. Now, over the years I've sold quite a lot of these in all the different iterations they come in, whether it be the Vettelrezina, the GTB, GTS, GTBi, GTSi, and you never really have much trouble selling these. They are that iconic shape that everybody knows of Ferrari, and of course they were extremely popular from the TV show Magnum PI, so it's one that everybody recognises and you don't have much trouble selling these. Next up we have another of the iconic shapes, as it's very similar to the 308, and that is the 328. Now, the ones pictured above are my own 328, and so owning one yourself, you know all the quirks. You can quite easily push the good side because it's something that you've spent a lot of time with, it's something that you have a lot of experience with. So this is another one that really doesn't take much pushing to actually sell, as it's a beautiful car, it has a lot of good qualities, and it's another one of the iconic shapes that everybody knows as a Ferrari. Next up we have the Ferrari 348, and this is one that over the years I've always found has been very much an acquired taste with potential buyers. Now, it does have some very good looking features. Obviously it's very reminiscent of the Testarossa with the door slats and the grills over the rear lights, and they are a relatively good car. And I've always found as well that the people who do buy them end up being extremely enthusiastic about having a 348, more so than the people that own the 355s or the Testarossas and stuff like that. People who tend to own 348s really do adore them. But as I say, with some of their quirks, you kind of have to. And of course this last one is one that I was particularly proud of selling. That is the 348 GT Competizione, one of 50 made and one of 8 in right hand drive. Next we have the Ferrari F355, another of the more mass produced cars. There is a lot of 355s out there in a lot of different iterations, both the Berlinetta, the GTS, the Spider, the F1, either with the 2.7 Medtronic or 5.2 Medtronic engines, and these are ones that kind of sell themselves all day long. They look gorgeous, they go well, they're very user friendly, very easy to drive. Basically it's an every person's Ferrari. It's one that anyone can get into and have a lot of fun with. And of course the exhaust notes on these Italian V8s always bring a smile to your face, especially with a sports exhaust. Next up we have the Ferrari 456. Now, as some of you know, I did list this in my video on some of Ferrari's worst, in my opinion, and I do stick to that. I think the only reason you would go for this over something like a 550 is purely because you want the 4 seats, you want the ability to perhaps take your kids out with you, something like that. I have, in all honesty, nearly bought one of these a couple of times over the years, purely because I couldn't afford a 550, but they really don't hold a candle to a 550. It is a lot better car, the 550. So to me, the only real purpose in this is if you want a Ferrari from this era but want the 4 seats. Finally, we have the Ferrari 550 Maranello. Now, I adore these things, so it is no problem listing good points to a potential buyer on all the reasons why you should get this Ferrari. they are an absolutely awesome bit of kit. You can go around town sort of second gear, 30 mile an hour, or you can really open the taps up and really have some speed out of this. They're a great handling car, they're a great looking car, and I will sing the praises all day long. They are absolutely awesome. Well, that is it for today's video, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please drop a like on it, please subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all on the next one. Bye bye.